Hey GTA Army, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Grand Theft Maniac. So guys, in this amazing episode, we are going to discuss GTA Trilogy, 7 best Vice City Definitive Edition mods you must download. Are you guys excited? So let's get started. So, keep up with me till the end, comment right below this video, subscribe if you still haven't, and turn on the post notifications for more videos. Here are 7 best Vice City Definitive Edition mods. Number 7. Tommy Vercetti, the Definitive Edition. GTA Vice City looks better now than it ever did. Although nothing is perfect, one area of criticism that fans seem to focus on was the character models of the trilogy's protagonists. Players felt the 3 leading men in the Definitive Edition looked a bit off compared to their original depictions. To rectify that issue, players may want to consider the Tommy Vercetti, the Definitive Edition mod by Dr. Mike. This useful add-on makes Tommy look more like his original incarnation, while also maintaining the overall aesthetics of the Definitive Edition. It is definitely one of the first mods players should think about downloading. Number 6. Enhanced Vice City Vibes Reshade. Speaking of visuals, the rest of the game could use an extra bit of work too. Vice City's aesthetics are perhaps the most dazzling of the trilogy, so it stands to reason that fans want their game to look at its best. Several options exist for this task, but a reshade mod tends to do the trick quite nicely. Number 5. Vice City More Vehicle Variety. The games of the Grand Theft Auto series always takes place in sprawling cities. Immersion is one of the key ingredients to an open-world title. A small detail, yet often a noticeable one, is the lack of vehicle variety, especially in older games like Vice City. Witnessing a long row of cars of the same model stuck in traffic isn't very realistic. The Vice City More Vehicle Variety mod by Tarno270 helps mitigate this problem in the Definitive Edition. Now, players will see a greater diversity of cars in different color schemes. It's not a huge mod, but it's one that can potentially go a long way toward making the city feel just a bit more immersive. Number 4. Sounds Overhaul for Vice City. How a game sounds to a player is an important business. Effects that come off as too muffled, loud, etc. can be too annoying. Luckily, this is one area where modding tends to be particularly useful. Some of the sound effects in Vice City could use some extra work. The aptly named Sounds Overhaul for Vice City, mod by Insanity666, incorporates a whole host of improvements. Sound effects emitted by weapons, bullets, cars, explosions, rain, and even emergency sirens are all given an overhaul. Fans should be able to instantly recognize the changes implemented by this add-on. Number 3. Vice City Classic Weapon Icons. Nostalgia can be a powerful thing, and it can extend to even small details. The GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition implemented changes both large and small to the HUD or UI of their games to make them a bit more modern and less cumbersome. However, it's fair to assume that not all players were fans of these changes. The Vice City Classic Weapon Icons mod by Turvel is a case in point. It's a minor add-on that replaces the newer weapon icons of the Definitive Edition with the old-school images. As stated previously, it's a very minor alteration, but one that some players may be interested in adding to their load order. Number 2. GTA VC Classic Weapons Pack. While on the topic of weapons, Tommy Vercetti can amass quite an arsenal in Vice City, from shotguns and assault rifles to flamethrowers and rocket launchers. Tommy is basically prepared for any eventuality. If players intend on improving the graphical fidelity of the game's setting, they should also take some time to enhance the look of their weapons themselves. That's where GTA Vice City Classic Weapons Pack by Kill M2N comes into play. The vanilla textures belonging to the game's weaponry are replaced with higher resolution models. With this mod, Tommy's loadout can look just as good as the rest of the game. Number 1. Tony Montana's suit for Tommy. This last mod isn't particularly essential, but it's a nice touch nonetheless. It's no secret that Tommy Vercetti's mansion, as well as the game's ending shootout, are heavily inspired by Scarface. With the Tony Montana suit mod by SFI Juanmi, Tony will sport the same threads as Al Pacino's character in the movie. Now players can recreate Scarface's ending in Vice City a bit more faithfully, although things end much better for Tommy than they do for Tony Montana. So guys, that was all for today's video. Share as much as you can. That really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video.